Welcome to the Prospectors Radio Show, the talk show for our community. Please welcome Rich Cooley, Indiana Gold Hunter Dennis Dayton, Kathleen Biffle, and your host, Tim Grimes.
All right, everybody, welcome back to another edition of Prospector Radio. Excuse me, I'm your host, Tim Grimes, and joining me tonight, they're all here. First off, we got Mr. Rich Cooley. What's going on, Rich?
Oh, pretty good. How's everyone doing tonight?
Doing good, man. What you been up to?
Oh, trying to get everything ready for dredge season.
And how's that coming?
Good. I tested all my equipment today. I got my saw horses and attached 2 pieces of wood to it, picked up my motor assembly off of the dredge and screwed it down onto that, screwed the wood down to the saw horses, and stuck the hoses down in a big trash can that I had in the garage and fired her up.
Is she good?
Made sure I put weights down on the hoses to keep them from shooting out and getting me soaked like last time.
Right. But it's good then?
Yep, it runs good, idles fine, revs it up, all works.
Uh-huh.
One fitting has a little water dripping, but that ain't nothing.
Nothing major.
Yeah, that's where I usually fill it up, to prime it.
Mm-hmm.
If I put some thread tape on it, it'll be fine, so.
Now, did you order your air stuff yet or no?
No, I did not.
Not yet?
I didn't, because I just sold the truck this week, and I didn't really have time to deal with that, so I'll get air later. I mean, the compressor does seems like it pumps air, so.
Okay.
Somebody else, where I'm at, I'm heading out this weekend. Not really sure where I'm going yet, but.
Oh, okay.
If somebody has air there, then I'll borrow the air hose and the mask, and we'll go for it.
Hook it up
if
and
not,
see.
I'll just wait till next time.
Okay. Oh, cool, man. Well, I know you're going to get it, and you're definitely going to order
Oh,
it.
yeah, I'll get it here eventually. Just
right. Well,
I just sold that truck and sold my old GMC, so.
Right, so this is a long holiday weekend for you, right? So.
Yeah, I'm planning on heading out hopefully Thursday, depending.
Oh, okay.
We're getting a bad storm here now, so if I lose you guys, I'll try to get back on here later. But
yeah,
right.
Same here.
Same here. So if anything happens, it's weather related. So no worries, Rich. We got you. But
that's so weird because we're right in the middle of everyone, and we're a sunny sky.
Is it sunny there?
We got hammered about 10 minutes ago, and now that's the calm. We must be in the eye because it's calm, but I hear it coming again.
I see the rain, and the winds have died down, but.
Well, my trash can already passed the house once, so we'll see if it comes back around.
But I know I was looking at the weather earlier. I don't want to be a negative Nell, but it's like rain. I'm like, really?
Yeah.
Like for the next 6 or 7 days. It's like, come on.
Tonight on Cooley's Corner, I'm going to be talking about dowsing rods.
Uh-oh.
Dowsing gold.
There's a dowsing contest coming up at Fawcett.
Yeah, Fawcett.
Like in the first week of June or second, something like that. So
June 8th and 9th.
I thought it was a dress contest. I was looking for a dress.
No, it's a dredging. Not a dredging, a dang dowsing.
Yeah, they got a nice trophy and everything packed up.
Yeah.
So.
So I wonder who will win it.
That Fawcett, yeah.
I got to put my money on Kathleen. I know she's good at it.
I'm going to try to make it. I don't know if I will or not, depending. I got some stuff in the works. So.
Yeah, because that's what...
We got a bunch of yard sales around our area that weekend and the weekend before, and I need to get rid of a bunch of stuff, so I have to stay for the yard sales because I need to red up.
Yeah, you got to clear.
Or I'm going to have to get a dumpster like Shad did.
Yeah, just start throwing crap away.
Some stuff. I got too much junk.
Oh, yeah. Just, hey, yard sale it.
Well, if you figure, if you don't use it within 2 or 3 years, you might as well get rid of it.
Right, you're not going to use it.
You're not going to need it.
Right. Agreed.
And then as soon as you get rid of it, you'll need it.
That's the way it always goes, though. So, but usually after 2 or 3 years, you can't find it when you need it anyway. So you go buying a new one. So
yeah, all's good. During the dowsing show, basically, I'm going to read other people talking about dowsing rods, and we'll do three sections of that, and then we'll have our discussion between ourselves about dowsing.
All right, cool. look forward to it, man. It's going to be interesting. Okay?
Yeah, it's going to be pretty good.
Oh, yeah. Well, Rich, thank you for being here then, buddy, as always. And we'll be
Thanks for having me.
hearing from you here in a few. All right. Also joining us, we got our very own, actually the dowsing queen, Kathleen Biffle. What's happening, Kathleen?
Hello.
How
I'm not
are
the
ya?
dowsing queen. I didn't win last year.
Well, yeah, but come on. Last year you've had...
Joe Cooper won.
Yeah, and it wasn't that he found it. He just was closest.
Right.
So
Right, see?
it doesn't really count.
No, it
You know.
don't. It don't. It's like I said, we got to put our money on Kathleen. She's...
I've been dowsing for ghosts lately.
Well, see, you're still dowsing. How's dowsing
work.
for ghost work?
It's working really good, actually.
I mean, how's the work, though? The same theory?
Just ask questions.
And you hold your dowsing rods and they cross and stuff?
They cross for yes.
And?
It's exciting. It's kind of spooky.
So where do you go to do this at? Old cemeteries or...
No, I just sit around my house and talk to them.
Okay.
No. No, I'm looking forward to the Fostic. That's
Okay.
going to be fun. Hopefully we have good weather. It always seems to
It
rain.
always rains, don't it? Seems like every time.
Every time we go to the Swank, it rains.
Mm-hmm. Weird. It's like a weird anomaly. You know, ask the spirits about that. Are you going to enter the Are you going to enter the dowsing contest, Kathleen?
Probably,
You
if
have
I'm
to,
there.
right? You have to. If you're there, I mean, we know you're good at it. You know, so you got to give it a whirl and see. Win that trophy, Kathleen. Bring it home. Hang it there in the den next to the pan and stuff.
The pan, yeah.
That'd be cool. Your very first dowsing trophy. So what else has been happening, Kathleen?
So this weekend we had a lot of stuff going on with graduation and getting the house, doing stuff around the house because we're going to be gone probably for the next month.
Oh, wow,
Like
okay.
weekend, each
Mhm.
weekend.
Mhm.
There is one weekend where we're going to actually have the party,
Mm-hmm.
but we're going to, summer started pretty much.
Pretty much, right?
Yeah, we've got a lot of things to get to, and
Mm-hmm.
it'll be busy.
This is when the busy time comes in.
Yeah,
Right?
but this is the busy fun time because
Mhm.
we're going to be out in the creek and
Right.
getting in there, and already been dredging and
Mm-hmm.
finding gold.
Sure. So now it's like you hope to be in the creek every weekend, but we know that never seems to happen, right? But
Depending on the weather and what's going
Mhm.
on.
Right,
But
and,
so far, we're
sure. Right. You got that family stuff. I know you just had graduations, and and so it
well, yeah,
makes
we've got responsibilities
it,
still.
yeah. Oh yeah, of course.
We got stuff to do, and
Yeah. Just
we
that-
fit it in whenever we can. You know that.
Oh God, yeah. So that's what I mean. I'm
Getting
sure
ready for your surgery.
Wednesday. Yeah, finally. I'm
Good
ready.
luck to you.
Thank you.
Thank
I'm ready. I'm definitely ready.
So are you still going to be on Wednesday night then?
I must say, I doubt that.
You doubt it?
I really doubt if I'll be.
I don't think you will.
I don't
'cause
think
you'll
there'll be
be
a
out of it.
be on.
Yeah, I just don't think so. Not Wednesday. I think that's pushing it. I'm sure I'll probably just want to
That's
sleep.
why we need to let everybody know. No.
Mhm. Yeah, I'm sure I'll just want to sleep. Wednesday will be sleep day when I get done. Like I said, it's in Columbus, so that's 2.5 hours from the house. So it's like,
Wow.
yeah, I'm gonna be.
I may be driving you back home then. Huh?
Yeah, oh yeah, definitely. So it's like just get home and take it easy. Wednesday.
So you won't be driving for a while then, probably, huh?
I honestly don't know. I don't.
I doubt it.
I honestly don't have a clue yet. I guess it's one of them things we'll see, right? But
What is it, carpal tunnel? Or not carpal tunnel, that disc or whatever?
It's a torn rotator cuff and
rotator cuff.
what is it? Ruptured bicep too.
Oh, okay.
Both. So I swear the bicep hurts worse than the rotator
Well,
cuff.
good luck to you, and we'll be thinking
Well,
about
thank you,
and
Kathleen.
you just get some rest.
Oh, I'm gonna take whatever they give me and just pass out and enjoy
Hopefully it helps your situation and you feel better.
Yeah, that's what I'm hoping.
Think of that.
Yeah, that's the only way to look at it, right? That I just, like I said, I'll be doing my prospecting through you guys this year, I'm sure. So at least you guys will get to go, and I'll be there, just hanging out, as always. But so Kathleen, where was we? I know you're going to try to do the Fossack if you can, right?
Yeah, I mean we're about like 99% sure.
Right.
Well, we'll definitely be there.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if we'll camp.
We'll see though.
We'll definitely be there.
But we'll definitely come up.
Oh, just like come
Only
up for the
5
day.
minutes from our house. So.
Right. Okay. Just like come up for the day for a little
Yeah.
while. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah. All right. Cool. And then you want to try to get out as often as you can before you head to Alaska.
Yeah, I gotta get my, get in shape for dredging.
Right. So you got to get
Moving stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So you got to get out as much as you can. I'm sure that's your plan. That's what you're thinking, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, sweet. It'll be good. I'm sure you'll get out plenty before then. You got what do you got about? Let's see, this is June. You probably got 7 good weekends, 6 before your trip. See,
Yeah.
A little more than that, but yeah, I think so.
Yeah, because when you look at it like that, how many weekends you have before you leave.
It's around the corner.
Yeah, right. It's close. It's real close. I mean, it'll be fine. It's going to be fun. So what's the essential oil of tonight, Kathleen?
Tonight's a blend.
blend.
I've got geranium, some black spruce. I think there's a little bit of rosewood in there, but it smells really good. It's a blend. It's supposed to give you just feelings of optimism and just keep you peaceful. It's also a good protection. It gives you security and a feeling of security and protection kind of thing.
Is this a new blend? I don't remember ever hearing about this one. Okay. So this is
essential oil. Young Living, they have it already blended for you. It's called White Angelica.
White Angelica.
It smells really good, but it also helps keep you strong, and it helps your aura.
Okay.
If you're into that, which I am, and it protects you against your enemies.
Oh wow! Now, I don't know if you know this answer or not. Now, who comes up with the blends to say this helps for this and this helps for this? Is there a science behind it? Or?
Yeah, there is actually a science behind it, and I could go on. It would take forever to explain it all.
Okay.
But they actually have a science with it, with the different just the different parts of your brain and how your nervous system works and things like that.
And because each scent is for something different, they can combine them and create these mixtures. Okay.
And people use their brains differently, right?
Right.
So different oils do different things for people. So it doesn't always. It's not, what works for somebody doesn't always work for the next person.
Mm-hmm.
How you use your brain and how you react to your environment.
That's interesting.
Your energy.
I see. Very cool. See, I was wondering, is there a science behind it? And I'm glad that there is. That's pretty cool. And if you'd like to find out about the science behind these essential oils, Shad's going to post a link right there in the chat room where you can actually order some of these and let the healing process begin. So there it is, right there it is. You can get them directly from Kathleen.
And I did use the bug spray
and
blend last weekend, and it worked.
It did.
I didn't get bit. Actually, I got my first mosquito bite yesterday here when I was out in the yard. No bug spray, of course.
Now,
but
are you going to be making up some and selling them, or what's your plan with it?
No.
Or if
I'm not going to sell it.
what if somebody wanted to buy a bottle from you? Would you?
I don't know.
Okay.
I haven't really. I've got a lot of stuff on my plate.
Mm-hmm. But
And we'll see.
But if somebody sent you a message and was like, Kathleen, we went to your site, we want to order some of that to make our own, you would tell them what they needed, right?
Yeah,
Oh, of
you
course.
can definitely order some to make your own. It's a matter of getting everything packaged and stuff. And I still make blends for friends,
Right,
and
sure.
when I'm with people, and like, here you go, and doctor them up. But that's
Right,
if
of
you
course.
make your own, then
Right.
you can always make your own blends.
So cool. If somebody wanted to make some of that all natural.
It's fun to
Insect
experiment
repellent.
and make little potions. It really is.
Oh, sure it would be. So hey, nothing wrong with that. That's for dang sure.
Oh, and one of my koi are sick.
Oh no, what's wrong with that? Any idea?
It's got a bump on its head.
Uh-oh.
I don't know. I don't know where it came from. I'm keeping an eye on him, and I'm treating the water, and he doesn't act funny, but I don't know whether he bumped his head and it's a scar tissue, or someone said it's koi pox. But if it was koi pox, he'd have it all over him, and he doesn't.
Now, is this one of your new kois or one of the ones you've had for a
No,
while?
this is Zorro.
Okay, so this is an older koi that you've had for
He's
a while.
like, 12 inches long?
Mm-hmm.
About 12 inches long. We've had him a couple years.
And this bump is on his head.
Yeah, on his head. I posted a picture on one of the koi sites to see if they could tell me what was wrong.
Right.
But I don't know. I'm getting all kinds of things like, it's probably lice, and I'm like, I don't think it's lice.
What? Okay. Now, can
I
you?
think it's either a bump on it. He got scrapes on something, or it maybe it is like a fungus or something.
Okay. And now, can you call like that guy at that koi farm, and he'd probably be like, "Oh,
I probably could.
Common. That happens all the time." Or
he's had it for 3 days now, and he seems to be doing okay, and the other fish don't have it. So
right. So it's.
I'm not. It's fish.
Right.
They get parasites.
Oh God, yeah, they do. Right.
Normal.
So you treat the water and see what happens.
You just put a little bit of. Actually, it's an essential oil.
Us.
Tree. Melaleuca or whatever you call it, but it's basically tea tree oil.
Okay.
And it smells so good too. It really smells good.
And if it's not like hurting him or making him ill, I guess.
No, he's eating just like the others and swimming around like nothing's wrong. So I'm just thinking it's just one of those things that fish get.
Probably.
I'll keep an eye on it.
Oh yeah,
but
interesting.
so far so good.
Yeah, let us know what happens if it clears up or.
Zorro,
Yeah.
that's his name.
Or if you have to take him to the fish doctor. Hopefully
We
you
are
don't.
not taking it to a fish.
No, I draw the line there.
Oh, do you really? Oh well, I would. I think you'd take him if he got sick. I think you would. You care about them fish.
I actually do, but they're fish.
Yeah. They're fish. Yeah, it's just a big old dumb fish. It's all right.
Now, if I've only had him for 2 years. Like, if I've had him for 10 years and he's huge, they're worth a lot of money when they're ginormous.
Sure.
So, I guess I would probably invest in.
I think you would, because
I think it's just a normal.
It's just
koi
a fish thing, probably.
thing.
Just something they get. It'll either go away or it won't, and it won't affect them in any way, shape, or form anyway. So.
Yeah, as long as he doesn't infect the other fish. Then it seems to be okay.
Right, as long as it's not something like that. It's just some weird growth he's got. It'll be fine.
Although I noticed it one day. Well, he actually lets me like feel it and stuff. So like I was investigating and looking at it, and it's like really smooth. It's weird.
Interesting. That's strange. I don't know, but it's cool. He trusts you. Apparently. So.
Yeah, they all do.
Let's see. You've come a long ways with them koi. That's for sure. Since you first started this journey, the koi journey.
Yeah.
Think about it. Long ways, Kathleen. Pretty cool. Pretty impressive. So.
Well, it's good to be here, and sorry that we're going to miss the Wednesday show. But
we'll be back Sunday for sure, right? Hopefully, we'll let everybody know.
Yeah, if where we're heading, if we're back.
Right, exactly. We'll let everybody know, and I'll see how I
We're
feel.
still planning it out, so it may take us a lot longer.
Oh, yeah, because it's the holiday weekend. I mean,
Right.
if you're gone,
Yeah,
you're
I
gone.
probably won't be on
Right,
next Sunday.
so maybe and maybe I might not fill up to it Sunday yet, so that's what I mean. We'll
I'm
see.
thinking, that's probably not going to happen.
If that's the case, I'll just let everybody know, it's still not going to make it. We're just going to take Wednesday and Sunday, and we'll be back the following Wednesday. It is, we can't help it. Sometimes things are out of our control. So, but Kathleen, thank you for being here as always.
Yep.
It's always good to have you here, and hopefully you get out real soon again.
Oh, yes.
All right. Also joining us, we got the other half of the Biffles. We got Mr. Shad, Biffle, and Shad. What's happening?
Not a whole lot. How are you, Tim?
I'm doing good, buddy. What's been going on with you other than the graduations and stuff like that?
Yeah, well, under Kathleen's orders, we got a 16 cubic yard dumpster for our garage basement and loft area.
We needed it.
To get rid of stuff we don't use, don't need. Some's trash, some's just been storing there because at the time it's like, what are we going to do with it? I don't know.
Right.
So granted, it was only like $20 more to have it for a full week.
Mm-hmm.
Me and the boys filled that son of a gun in a day.
Nice. Dang.
Got it all done.
And
So,
we still have more stuff.
Oh, really?
yeah, there's still some. Well, there's two old couches down in the basement that, they don't use them down there, so we're gonna get rid of them. But yeah, there's no room in that dumpster. That thing is packed.
So you're gonna get another one, or?
No. I'll dispose of them later.
Okay.
For now, at least we got our utility room just became a mess of storage and junk everywhere, and that's
Right.
completely empty now down there.
Mm-hmm.
And then the garage too had so much stuff from just 8 years of different projects, different interests, and
Sure.
passions that died out. So
Goodness. We're always doing something.
yeah, but I got stuff stacked in one section of the garage. That's garage sale stuff that we're gonna have soon.
Oh, okay.
And
We
put
are
out there.
downsizing for the move.
Right.
So I figure, hey, we'll try to sell it. If it doesn't sell, we'll say, hey, free, take this crap from us.
Mm-hmm.
If it doesn't, it goes in the trash. I could care less what it is at that point.
Gotcha. Yeah, when you get to that point, it's like, I don't care, right?
But it was funny cleaning the garage with the, it's like, wow, you come across so many odd and end, not tools, but things you use for woodworking, metalworking, everything that just somehow got scattered.
Uh-huh.
Odd and end stuff, and it's like, wow, I got 3 totes full of stuff to go through and see what I could organize, have enough to keep or something. Because it's like one of those things where, especially with like screws, right? You're like, crap, I thought I had a box. You go out and you find another 3 5-pound box of it. Well, then you clean something and you find 3 boxes that
Sure.
barely used for other projects. So
Yeah.
It's like, I was always looking for that.
Oh,
or
there they are. Yeah.
you buy that one little part, to do something, and you only use it once, and you forget where you put it. So, yeah, I'm going to organize it better, mostly to prep for our move, too.
Sure.
But that way I know where the stuff I don't use often is.
Right.
So.
So I bet it makes a huge difference being able to just move around the garage, stuff like that. It's always nice, ain't it? You just don't.
Until the winter time, we put our dredges back in there.
Right, but you don't even seem to realize how much you accumulate. It just happens.
It's insane. Yeah, I mean, you don't even try to, and you do.
Yep, it's weird. It's like, oh my God, I know. I took a bunch of stuff to Goodwill the other day. It's just like bags of blankets and towels, and it's like, holy cow, where does all this stuff come from?
You technically know you shouldn't go to Goodwill to donate. You should go to Salvation Army.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Goodwill is a for-profit company where the CEO was a genius in how he set it up, where he was able to acquire merchandise from clothing and household items and goods from people donating for it. And they do give some back to the community, but not that much.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, they're not like Salvation Army where it's like 100% nonprofit.
I had no idea.
Only a small section of Goodwill. Just saying, if you really want to donate.
I didn't know that. No, I had no clue. I just,
Yep.
didn't want to throw it away. I'm like, I'll just take it up to there because it's the closest place, to.
Because here's what Goodwill does, right? You donate your stuff to them, right?
Mm-hmm.
They eventually, the workers in that area or wherever the stores are, they'll go through it all, right?
Mm-hmm.
Stuff that doesn't make the cut, guess where it goes? Salvation Army.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so they get write-offs too. It's a
wow.
genius business plan the guy came up with.
It sounds like it. Yeah. Wow.
So yeah, support your Salvation Army.
Okay.
That's
didn't
going to
know
reach
that.
more
Thanks.
people. Just saying.
Well, thanks for letting me know, Shad, because I think I'm going to have more stuff. So I will take it there instead. Definitely.
I have a lot of light fixtures I gotta sell.
Oh,
That's
you,
right.
you still got
So
some
if
light
you're in
fixtures?
need of a new light fixture that was custom designed and hand built and beaded,
Come by my house.
or ask for pictures, we'll send
Yeah,
them
I
and
was going
ship
to say,
it
why
out
don't
to
you
you.
post some pictures, Kathleen? I'm sure you can get rid of them.
That's a lot of work.
Some of it would be hard to box up and ship. I won't lie.
Yeah,
really?
I don't know about shipping them.
Gotcha. Well,
That's more trouble.
can't you just take it to the UPS store and say, here, package this, and,
I'm just gonna set them in the yard.
Oh, do that in your yard sale
They
then.
make me an offer.
Somebody will take them. They
There's
will.
yard sale coming up.
Yep, somebody will take them. Guaranteed. Somebody will want them. They're cool. So, because you're not doing the light thing no more then?
No, we're simplifying our lives and
Okay.
downsizing.
All right. No, okay, that makes sense.
Going to simplify.
I mean, she'll still do, like, when we go to Arizona, if she wants something unique and
I'll do-
custom, she'll do her own.
For our
Right.
house. Yeah.
Okay, see, yeah, that makes sense.
But not where she was producing, like, 30 lights a year to sell out.
We
Yeah.
would go to flea markets and sell them.
Right. Okay.
And it was fun at first, and then we were making good money, and then after a while, it was just like, oh my gosh, it's a lot of work. we started prospecting. So.
Right, and then prospecting just takes that time that you used to have making lights. You want to be in the creek dredging, so makes sense. Well, I'm sure somebody will take them.
That's right. But yeah, it was a busy weekend. Kathleen worked her butt off too, doing stuff around the house, outside,
Sunburnt.
and in the weeds and whatnot.
Mhm.
And the graduation. So our second daughter's graduated, so 3 to go.
3 to go.
So yeah, that was exciting and
Nice. So
good
busy.
compliment for her. So yeah, and then other than that, I've just you ever get to the point where you're just totally annoyed with people in general? Like the moment they open their mouths, you're annoyed at them. Already. It's like, don't even talk. And actually, don't even look at me, just keep going away.
Oh, Lord.
But, I don't know. I'm just in that mood with, like, everything I read, I see. It's just like, I'm just annoyed.
Mm-hmm.
And that's dangerous for me because I get to a point where I don't keep it in and my mouth gets me in trouble.
Right.
Because it's like I'm biting my
meds.
tongue so hard. I want to say so much crap, but I don't.
Shad, take your meds.
And that's why I don't post much on social media anymore.
No, I
If you
don't.
haven't noticed. I don't.
I have
have
noticed
nothing
that.
to say anymore
I have noticed that.
without getting in trouble.
Exactly, I know.
Well, everybody gets offended, and it's like,
Yes.
then you think about, your jobs, your work. If they see that, if it gets out, who knows what could
Yeah.
happen
Yeah.
there? And it's just
Not
like,
worth
what?
It's
I
not.
don't even care anymore about posting stuff all the time,
Right.
little tidbits of info.
Uh-huh.
Like, I'll post our adventures when we get together, stuff like that that's fun
Right.
to share with people. But as far as, like, my personal feelings and beliefs of stuff,
Don't
it's
do
like,
it, yeah.
man, caution.
Yeah,
Caution.
don't do it. Because God forbid, right? You're going to make somebody mad or hurt somebody's feelings or something. So it's like...
Well, and it's like you just don't know anymore how many people out there that they may talk to you nice one minute or share something with you on social media, but really they're just some scumbag dirtbags just wanting to backstab you
Fishing.
any chance they
Yeah.
get. So you got, exactly. It's
Oh,
just,
yeah.
it's so much. It's like the personal connection with people has gone away because of this
Hasn't
crap.
it? Hasn't it?
You
Yes,
know,
it
the,
has.
the physical relationships, getting out and being with people in general, has disappeared. So then everybody
gotcha.
becomes these little keyboard warriors, and
Yeah.
it's amusing.
Yeah. Hell, it's ridiculous. I know, yeah. That's all you could do sometimes is just
Exactly.
shake your head and just go,
And it's like when you think about your kids and and down the road, it's like, man,
you worry.
what the heck is going to happen? It's like,
Yeah.
regardless of your politics, I have mine, but it's just, you got to think, like, where is it really going to go in like 10, 20 years for our kids and
scary.
grandkids and stuff? It's frustrating.
Yeah.
Trust me.
Oh, it is. It's frustrating and it's scary.
It's like, well, look at the gold community. Look at all the crap that's constantly going under attack. And here's my biggest complaint with people, right? Whether what your beliefs are, we hate, like, let's look at what Amra's doing, right? They're constantly fighting battles for the small miners, right?
Right.
There's all these diehard, far groups that are, I call them radical environmental groups, because that's what they are. You kidding me? You find a little ant and you say it's, something special.
Yeah.
So let's ban everything in this area. It's gotten so combative, but the biggest problem I see now is, when your rights and beliefs are being attacked, at least from the small mining community and even other things, how come we're always so quiet about it?
Right.
Yeah, we may rant and rave to one another because it's, you got the like-minded people and stuff, but really nobody's getting out there much and, causing a stink, and that's what these groups all do. And you hear about it in the news, and you see all these reports about your public lands, and wow, all this misinformation, but nobody's causing a stir.
No. And why is that, I wonder?
I don't.
Is it
The loudest people that are heard.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, right.
And the loudest people make it seem like this is mainstream. I mean, you see it on the, heck, you watch the media, you think our country's totally in shambles and on the verge of chaos. It's really not when you go out in the communities. It's fine.
Right.
But that's what happens. They give the perception, and it's like, I don't understand people. You may have your own beliefs one way or another, but if you have a passion of public land, small-scale mining, and getting out there and enjoying our freedoms, why aren't you standing up and making noise about it with these groups, especially if you're living out west? And that's what's always under attack.
It is.
Because it's spread from California, Oregon, Washington, now it's going to Idaho. How many times, so many people are leaving California and other places because of the stupid taxes and politics, but they bring those same beliefs and practices to the new states. So guess what? Arizona, you're going to be under threat.
Shad, they stay in their comfort zone until it affects them. Then, when it's too late, is when they start complaining about it.
Right, after
that's
it's...
the thing.
Exactly. We have to get past that point.
Right.
Agreed.
How? And any ideas how, Chad, that would be possible?
It's got to be organization and coming together. That's what these groups are brilliant at. Granted, there's a lot of money, and that's how they do it.
Right.
They pay people to do stuff that don't even care about what it's about, but they're getting a paycheck. We have to kind of band together and do the same thing. We can't seem so divided. The different groups that are out there fighting for your rights need to unite. And forget about the big mining companies. They don't give a crap. They never will. They're fine. They're protective. They spend billions of dollars in lobbying and stuff. The areas they want to deal with and mine, they'll always have access, regardless what party's in power, what state it's in. They'll find a way to get in there because of money. We don't obviously have the money, but we have a voice still. But we have to organize and be united behind it.
Right, and I think, it just seems like everybody just counts on Amra to be the voice, and I don't think that's enough.
And yeah, I mean, they put themselves out there.
They
in that
do.
One video, Dirty Gold from that Idaho group. Oh my God! If you really watch that closely, it's 100% false information about the dangers of stuff.
It's just a bunch of people's opinions.
And then the editing that they took footage from Amra and from other miners and edit it in a way to look horrible on them, of course, and you can't defend that. But it's stuff like that. It's a danger. And I mean, it's not just the miners. If you even just want to go bike riding or ATV or even a walk or a hike in certain areas, they become off limits because of a stupid little ant or salamander.
Yeah, or frog,
You're
or a
worried
turtle.
about something.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just kind of weird that It's
Gentlemen, this is Shad's new segment.
no, I mean,
I
really,
could talk all day about that.
no,
rant
I mean,
man.
no, give.
Sometimes you just want to fight, and I'm in that mood where I'm ready to fight. You know,
He's feisty.
No,
I miss
it's
fighting,
like-
and I won't lie. You know, I was a Marine grunt for years, and I'm getting to that point now with the kids growing up. I've done my job. I'm ready to fight again and get in there and throw some punches.
No, I think everybody should give a big hand to Shad because it makes sense, Shad. What you're saying, it really does. If everybody would just be like you and think, and it's like you said, speak up, be the voice, and it could make a change. I see what you're saying. You got these, I just call them greenies. Like you said, they want something done like that, it gets done. Shut this area down because we found a lizard here, and it's completely shut down. But yet it don't matter that we use that area and stuff like that because it's like we just go, okay.
And that's why, honestly, like groups like AMRA, I mean, if you're unsure who AMRA is, just follow them on Facebook and stuff, and you'll see they share stories, news stories, things that are happening. I mean, here's one hypocritical thing, right? They all want the world to go green, to be more energy efficient, self-dependent, no more relying on fossil fuels and all this stuff, right? So let's get electric cars and all this other stuff. Well, guess what? To get the things that you need to build this stuff, what happens? We have to mine for it. So what do? These groups are shutting down mines where we could actually mine for our own minerals in the United States to build these types of energy efficient items rather than import the goods from other parts in the world. Mm-hmm. They're shutting it down because of some of the most ridiculous things. But yet they're still pushing to have penalties if you don't have, migrate vehicles over. And
just like that story I did out in Utah to, lithium?
Mm-hmm.
And the salt flats there.
Mm-hmm.
They don't even want to compromise and try to come to some kind of an agreement. They're like upset about one thing, but when you try to come up with a solution, they'll always find something else.
Right. They don't want us out there doing this.
It's compromising is all it is.
And just like, they want our guns. It's no different, It's the same thing. And it's...
You get mine.
Oh, no, they'll never get mine.
That scares me the most.
Right. But it's the same thing. They don't, they say it's a free country, but yet they want to take away everything we have. So, I mean,
now you're talking about revolution stuff.
Well, no. Here's the thing, and I always talk about people, right, is you look at the military. Anybody that served in the military or even in, like, any type of federal government stuff, right, we all take oaths. Mm-hmm. We all take an oath. The oath isn't necessarily to the country, to the citizens, to the president. It's to the Constitution. It's our freedoms that have been given to us by the Constitution and where we're protected. Mm-hmm. That's what we swore to defend, foreign and domestic enemies, against them.
Right.
So these groups are trying to strip away the very fundamental aspects of what our country is, who we are, and how we were founded. And if people want to keep going along with that just because maybe they share some of the other beliefs that they, from their politics, you are the absolute biggest morons in the face of the earth. I'm sorry. I know it's going to offend somebody.
Oh, well.
But that's the problem is we should be able to be free to say whatever we want because we're guaranteed that by the Constitution. Just like from defense, our own weapons, bearing arms, to public land usage, to the right to assembly, we need to exercise these rights as a group, come together and start speaking up in one solid voice and not so much little grumbling here and there.
Yeah, and that seems like what it is, just a little grumbling. We get mad. Yep. It's, and we go, oh, well, what can we do about it? And we move on, Shad, way to go.
That's all I'll
way
say
to go,
about
brother.
that. But hey, let's get the precious market
let's
now. Wasn't necessary. That was like a public service.
It was. It definitely was.
More
freedom of speech, man. Freedom of speech.
What was that one thing on Saturday Night Live, the grumpy old man, the news commentary?
Oh.
In my day.
I can't remember.
Dude, I can't wait till I'm that old man.
He's gonna be that old
I'm
man.
going to sit out on a porch wherever I'm living and where I can barely walk. I will have my shotgun right next to me, and I will just yell at everybody walking by.
You're going to have kids throwing rocks at you and stuff?
Yeah.
You already do that, Chad.
He pretty much does.
Pretty much.
Oh, mercy. Way to
Let's
go.
look at our precious metal prices. Things are down across the board. Obviously, I read some articles, but, it's from these financial analysts, and at the end of the day, they talk in circles. They don't really know what the heck's going on, but gold is down $8 at $1,278.
Uh-huh.
So, see what happens there. Hopefully it makes a recovery. But silver's down 14 cents. I was shocked by this. It's at $14.39. So it's dropped pretty significantly.
That's a big drop, yeah.
Big drop for silver.
Yeah.
Platinum, that's down $14, and that's at $819. So that's even fallen. The average in the past year has been around the 840s.
Yeah,
so
it was in the 840s, right. Yeah, you're right.
Palladium, it fell $22. Another big drop here. It's at $1,311. So even palladium's not safe with what's happening in the markets right now.
Jeez.
And then, of course, last, because, Michael Shelby loved to throw this precious metal in the mix, rhodium. That one we've always seen performing strong is also down $15 at $2,870.
See?
So,
All of them are down.
know.
Gas prices are up. It's like, okay.
Don't even get me started on gas prices.
That's your next segment. It'd be gas prices, Shad.
But, hey, let's get to birthdays now.
Birthdays. Boo-hoo.
That's right.
Dennis, you all ready to sing?
Oh, I'm always ready.
You are, aren't you?
Yes, I
You
am.
gonna leave the video off?
Oh, sure. Always. Never turn it on.
We appreciate that. Well, take it away then, Dennis.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
I'm just glad the camera was like.
I know.
It really was. You only got like half of his head.
I
pretty
know.
much.
It's like, thank God that camera didn't come with instructions.
But yeah, if you want to see a video, you can go to Gold Prospectors space on YouTube.
Oh, that is so funny.
See me little dings in there. But no, it is May 19th, and we got several birthdays here. We have Art, Brian Mowbray, Carl McCrae, David C. McHone, David Lee Snitzer, Dick Sheeling, Gary Lee Tosco, Joe, Robert Britton, Theodore Frederick Akers, Troy Jones, Wyoming Truck Wrench, and then tomorrow we have Big Boy Hobbies, Bill Jordan, Captain RJM, Don Davis, Doug BGG, G. Chigami Gold, Jim Haynes, and Josh Wilson. And it looks like there's several more tomorrow, but I can't see the list. So happy birthday, everyone.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Who you highlighting?
All right. Well, he was in the chat room earlier. I hope he didn't leave because of my rant. But I'm still going with him because I saw him in there tonight earlier talking and chatting up. David Lee Snitzer. He's from Severna Park, Maryland, 50 years old, male. He's been a member of the site since February of 2018.
No.
So pretty recent member there.
Newbie.
Just past a year of being on the site, which is really cool. And thank you for joining us and still being active in the site, because it's awesome to see people still on there posting and sharing things after they join, of course.
Heck yeah.
He enjoys panning in small sluice boxes. He belongs to the GPAA. He was referred to the site by Doc and Ray Rusaw.
Oh, cool.
So that's pretty cool.
Uh-huh.
Good job, Ray. Thank you.
Yeah.
And at the time when he signed up in 2018, he just bought some of his first Gold Hog equipment. So that's pretty sweet, man.
It is. That's cool.
Hopefully he's finding success and still enjoying the passion of finding gold.
Heck yeah. That's pretty cool.
But happy birthday, David, and thank you for being a great member of the site.
Heck yeah. Happy birthday, everybody. Shad, thank
and
you.
I'm sorry you left before you got to hear me highlight you.
Well, yeah, me too. You know, your little rant was good. It was, I'm glad you did that, you know. And if you offended anybody, hey, yeah, well.
Hey, please send me a message that I offend you.
Yes.
I enjoy reading
Please
those.
do, because if you
I'll
send it.
respond right back in kind.
Well, right, well, if they send it to you, you got to read it, remember? Because if.
That's right.
I haven't gotten one since we asked about that. You know,
Dude,
you can
me
send
neither.
it to us on Gold Prospector Space.
Me neither.
Heck, you could send it on Facebook. You could email it to us. All
Yeah.
our info's out there
Yeah.
somewhere.
Oh, God, yeah. Or you can just mail it, old-fashioned mail. We don't care. Somehow, send it.
Something funny, or I don't know, something you liked about the show, something you didn't like, something you want more of, something that one of us said. I don't know, anything.
Right.
We'll highlight it.
It's a suggestion box.
Yeah, anything. Yeah, just send us what you want to talk about, or what. Yeah, Shad, I loved your rant tonight. Please do that again. Or Shad, you know, how dare you? Whatever. We don't care. We'll read it, right, Shad? It don't matter.
I will respond even if it's something mean or nice. It doesn't matter. I will make sure we highlight it during the show and share in the comment. And, you know, if you're worried about it, trust me, we won't name names of who sent it.
Right.
Yeah, so you're fine that way. We would not do that.
No.
There
we
will
would
be
never do that.
no negative reaction on our part
No.
of banning or public shaming.
No.
Nothing of that sort.
We don't let it hurt
It's
our
all in good
feelings.
fun.
That's
It's
right.
going to happen. We can't even get them to call in.
That's right. We don't let it hurt our feelings, do we, Shad?
Exactly.
It's like, hey, it's all good. This is entertainment, is what it is. You know?
Exactly.
So have fun with it. That's the whole reason we do those things and ask you to send it in, just to have fun with it, just to be a part of what we're doing
And
here.
Shad will read them on his. That'll be his segment.
Oh yeah, Shad will read them.
trust me. I love doing it. I think it's funny. I think it's
It
we
is.
all of us on the show we all got great sense of humor.
Mm-hmm.
We're all a little different type of humor, but we all think it's hilarious when we've seen the comments in the past. And
Oh, God,
you know,
yeah.
we want everybody to be engaged with the show, not just us talking or having guests when we do.
Right.
You know, we love those that join us in the chat room. It's awesome to see people replying there. But, yeah, we still like to see the emails and messages come to us so we can highlight it and talk
yeah.
about it.
Heck yeah, you know.
Don't
See,
shy.
I love it, and so hopefully they do, Shad. You know, that's cool. That's what it's about. It's entertainment. We're here to have fun with you guys, so do it.
If you want to be bored, listen to one of those crappy gold shows that's trying to copy us.
Oh, I got a great idea.
What?
My light bulb just went off.
What
Sorry.
is it? Yeah.
We could call it Viewer's Voice.
Viewer's voice. I
with
like that.
Shad.
Viewer's voice. I like it with Shad. Shad will
Speak
read them.
up.
Yep.
He'll read it and we can talk.
Yeah, we can discuss it. All right, cool. I like it. Viewer's voice with
Awesome. Thank you, Kathleen.
Shad. And
I
Shad.
come up with some good ideas sometimes.
She does. It's amazing.
Yeah, but we don't. Yeah, but we ain't gonna get offended by nothing. We don't ever let nothing offend us
Oh.
like that. God, no, we laugh it off with you. It's the whole thing. We don't care. It's all good.
Maybe you start advertising it.
Yeah, it's all good. So send them in to Viewer's Voice
Viewer's Voice.
with Shad. It's got a nice ring to it,
They
actually.
don't really view us.
Right.
Well, a viewer, meaning the people listening,
Mm-hmm.
Listener?
the listener, the member of the site,
Yeah.
in their voice.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. I'm in. I like it.
I think it's awesome.
Yeah. It's a good idea. So
It's on.
it's on. Heck yeah. Well, Shad, great job, brother. Thank you. And it's all good, man. It really is. So thank you as always, Shad.
You got it.
All right. And last but not least, we got the Indiana Gold Hunter himself, Mr. Controversial, Dennis Dayton. What's happening, Dennis?
Well, I tell you what, I've had a really, I guess you could say, stressful weekend. But before I even get into that, I just want to tell everybody a really quick story.
A story? Okay.
And this had to do last night.
It's story time.
Story time with Dennis.
I was outside, me and Casey Waltermeyer, my buddy,
Uh-huh.
that I've been friends with for many, many years.
Mm-hmm.
And, of course, I come inside and I said, man, I'm getting eaten by mosquitoes. I said, do we have any bug spray? Do we have anything? A lot of times, if you don't have bug spray, you can take, like, dryer sheets and wipe them on you and then, like, put it on the back of your hat and mosquitoes won't mess with you.
Right.
And she said, no. She said, but I've got some essential oils on the table there by the lamp.
Uh-huh.
She said, just get some of that, put it on a towel and wipe it on you. Well, okay. So I come in there and there's 3 bottles in there and I got to looking and one said citrus fresh. I thought, heck, citrus. Mosquitoes don't like that. So I get it on a rag and I wipe it down on my neck and on my arms and, I'm wiping it everywhere because mosquitoes are terrible right now. And here, Casey, they're bugging you. Get them on you. So, and we had to get this. We were actually getting a motor out of a car.
Uh-huh.
And we had to get it out because the guy came at 7 o'clock this morning to pick it up. And we finally got done at 5 o'clock this morning. But anyway, after doing that and having a stressful weekend, we both were just, nonchalant, not getting in a hurry, just having a good old time. And then finally, just a while ago, I was talking about I said, that stuff worked pretty good. And it was, stuff that the wife got from Kathleen. And I said,
my potion?
What was that? And I said, it's this one. I said, citrus. She said, no, we put it in a citrus bottle. It was peace and calming. And then all of a sudden, the light bulb went off, and I went, no wonder why we just got all, didn't get in a hurry, and the stress kind of level went away. And mosquitoes didn't bug us.
Because it calmed the mosquitoes down, too. They just got
man,
less stressed and more calm, and they were like, we don't need to bite this guy.
Got calm, and it was all peaceful
Everybody
and
got
happy-go-lucky. And so that's that story I wanted to tell real quick.
Oh, cool. Well, thanks for sharing that.
But no, it's been a weird weekend. I was only supposed to work. Now, of course, the guy was wanting to come get this motor. It's a 2008 Trailblazer. And actually was given to us because the guy, they wrecked it on the front end, and the motor only had 85,000 miles on it. I mean, it's a beautiful Trailblazer.
Mm-hmm.
Besides, it had a little bit of damage on the front, and he just wanted it gone. He wanted it out of his yard because the insurance, he already had the vehicle, but it was going to cost him like $4,000 to get just for the title. And he said, nah, don't worry about it. So we hauled it off and listed it on some of the yard sale sites. And, we've sold some odds and ends, and we got the motor sold. So I've been, a little bit every day. I get off work, and I'll take, I get this out of the way and get this out of the way and take this off. And, well, Saturday, I was only supposed to work 6 hours.
Right.
From 8 to 2 and get off at 2. And then, we were going to go get the cherry picker because it's his brother-in-law's. And, we as soon as we get done with it, we had to take it back. And I ended up having to work till 8 o'clock. So, so we go down. As soon as I get off work, we go down and we leave. And it's about, a 20-minute drive, next town over. And we go pick up the cherry picker. On the way back, we decide, what? I said, let's go ahead and get something to eat. And we go into the Taco Bell, and at 10 o'clock, they shut up, they shut off the lobby. You have to go to the drive-thru.
Okay.
Well, it's packed. So we said, let's just go across the street to McDonald's. So we go over there, and we get in there, like, right at 10 o'clock, 5 after 10. We didn't leave the McDonald's until, like, 11:15.
Dang.
And this is 2 days in a row, yesterday, and I'll get to today. So, I got the order wrong. Of course, when you go back up to, or take another 10 minutes. It took like 25 minutes to get my order.
Jeez.
And then, of course, that was already stressful. And then you go to the bin with out of ketchup, out of napkins. I thought was salt. I grabbed 2 packs of salt. It was pepper. So I take it out to my truck and I open up the packs what I thought salt was. And I'm sprinkling on there. And I started tasting, I was like, what the heck? I'm looking. I went, what'd they do to these fries, Casey? And he started laughing. He said, you put pepper on them. I went, oh, my God. So anyway, so let's fast forward to today. We got the motor out, and it brought back a lot of memories. I mean, I used to have a shop out of my garage at the house I used to live in, and of course in the military I was a light wheel mechanic, and I've done mechanicking for many years, and I don't miss those days, especially pulling a motor out of a Trailblazer. But we got everything done. We took the cherry picker back to his brother-in-law's, and on the way back, I said, "You know what?
I have to ask. I'm sorry, and I've been like thinking about it. Did I miss what a cherry picker was?
Pulls the motor out of a vehicle.
What is it?
It's what pulls. You hook up to the motor, and it pulls the motor out of the vehicle
Oh, okay.
like a
All
jack.
Thank you.
All good.
Oh, that's fine. It's all good. But we take the cherry picker back today, and on the way back, I told Casey, I said, so we got time. I said, I've been wanting Taco Bell for the last 2 days. I said, I'm going to stop by Taco Bell. I was going to stop by the one in Columbia. He said, no, let's wait till we get to Edinburgh. Let's go, or the Taylorsville. Let's go to Taylorsville one, which is right, not even 5 miles from my house.
Mm-hmm.
And okay, all right. So we get there, and it's not really busy. One person's in the drive-thru. I said, let's just go inside. We'll eat inside, because we'll still have about an hour before the show. I can come back, get everything ready. We're in there, and I'll be darned if it didn't take almost another 25 minutes to get my food again. That's Taco Bell. And, and it's like I can literally go into a nice restaurant, a steakhouse,
Well, of course you
and I can sit down and take my meal and leave in less time than it does to go to a fast food place here for some reason.
Yeah, of course.
You ever notice how Taco Bell used to be the cheap place to go and get some food when you were hungry?
Yeah, 2
like
in the morning.
25-cent tacos, 35-cent for soft tacos.
Uh-huh.
You could buy like a crap load of them. Now you you try to get what you bought as a kid or teenager. You're spending like $40
Yeah.
instead of $8 change you had lying around.
It's
I used
hard.
to go, and the thing is that really upsets me, and this is where I get mad, like you talking about, Shad, about your rant. I've talked to some of the people before that, now the only one I know actually raised the prices of minimum wage was McDonald's, but Taco Bell and some of those other places, the problem is, and I don't blame them, they're not paying their employees enough money.
Yeah.
They, they got all these huge tax breaks here recently, a couple years ago, that got put into works.
Mm-hmm.
And, all these big companies got a huge tax break. So now they're even putting more money in their pockets. And I'm not saying everyone's like that, but it's like they don't pass it down to their employees.
Well, no. But,
And it is what it is. But
They have kiosks. You don't even talk to people.
And I will tell you this: you go into a restaurant like a McDonald's or a Wendy's with those little kiosks. That crap's confusing, man.
Is it?
You just want a doggone cheeseburger, and you gotta like flip next. And then, wait a minute, did I hit it? Wait, oh, it's asking me this. What do they mean by that? I thought,
McDonald's, they had the kiosk. Casey ordered from the kiosk. And I said, nah, I'm just going to go in line. That way I can order it the way I want, and I ain't got to look at and add this and take this off. And he went to the kiosk and did it, and he still had to get in line because it wouldn't accept any type of payment, and still had to take it up front to pay for it.
Oh, jeez.
So,
what's the sense?
Yeah.
Of even having them. But first mistake was going to Taco Bell. Right out there's your first mistake.
Well,
not even food.
I rushed in right at. I got in. Well, of course, you guys know when we were pregame. I didn't even have time to get my mic hooked up. Of course, I had to go into settings and fix it, and as usual. And then then the Taco Bell effect hits you.
Oh yeah, exactly. Sure, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, because then it's like, yeah, the Taco Bell's good, but boy, do you pay for it? Because I was like, all right, guys, I'll be back here in a minute.
And then you're hungry again. It's like, well.
Well, no, the Taco Bell's not too bad. I mean, usually when I eat and have Taco Bell, I'm pretty good. I don't
stuff's just
have
bad.
to eat right away. But
that's like last ditch food. Like
yeah, you pay for it though. Yeah. Mm-mm.
I mean, I can't even eat that if I'm on the road. It's like no. I think I'd rather just go to like Dairy Queen and get a hot dog or something.
Get an ice cream cake.
Yeah, or an ice cream cake or something. Yeah, a Blizzard. Yeah, a Taco Bell, but just bad. But
oh yeah, but I don't miss the days of mechanicking and pulling motors out and putting them back in but it was good money,
yeah, well sure, the good old days, Dennis.
It was really good money. I can't complain what we sold the motor for, and
Oh, you can't.
Yeah. No, I mean, you got an '08 Blazer with only 85,000 original miles on it.
Mm-hmm.
And, yeah, it's
all good, man. So you gonna try to get out and prospect this weekend, Dennis? Or you?
I don't know what's
cooking
going
out
on
with
yet.
the
I know
family?
we're, talking to the wife, and we're probably, I don't know yet, but, a couple things have been thrown up, and if it is, we would actually be out of town.
Right.
And probably be even coming back home till Monday night.
Right. Roger.
So,
right. This is first long weekend of summer, right?
yeah.
You know, it's not
Yeah.
like officially summer. It's like the kickoff to summer. So, yeah. So try to do something.
Well, I will. I mean, I don't know what exactly we're going to do yet, but
Just not
I
sure
think
yet.
whatever it consists of, we're doing, and more than likely, I won't be back home till Monday night.
Gotcha. Mhm.
No matter what I do, even if I was going to go prospecting, since we have Monday off, which I don't know if I'm going to do or not, I still wouldn't be leaving to come home until Monday evening.
Right. Exactly.
So-
Mhm. Right. So I don't think nobody's going to be around Sunday.
I don't think so.
Don't seem like it.
No.
There's a lot of events going on that people will probably be at.
You're going through, and you're getting ready to have one of the most painful surgeries you've ever had in your life.
It's the only one I've ever had other than our heart surgery, and that
Well,
was a walk in the park.
That rotator cuff and shoulder blade, I've had it done twice. Once, like I said, in '99, the second time in '09.
Yeah.
And it is painful, Timmy.
All right. I'm looking forward to
I'm
that.
telling you.
Joy. Thank you. I'm glad somebody knows. So, it's like I'm lost.
Tim,
Huh,
you
Cap?
need to, put something together. Like, how on Frasier they did the best of Cronie?
Yes.
Oh,
when
yeah. I don't know.
goes.
How would
You
I...
gotta do one.
I was thinking about that the other day. I was thinking, how could I do a best of show? How could I, just...
Chad?
I don't know how I'd do it.
Basically, you would have to take snippets, like segments that were great with either a great guest or great banter with the crew of different shows,
Uh-huh.
and you'd snip them all together in an audio file and hit the play button.
Bingo. Got a best of show. Okay. Well, that could give me, if I feel up to it, that could give me something to do.
Yeah.
I can maybe sit here in front of the computer and put together something. That would be funny. I think it'd be great. I'm going to try because I already got some ideas running through my head.
What would you call it? The best of GPS?
The best of Prospector Radio, right?
Yep.
I mean, or
The
not.
best of Crane.
Dwight said to get Shad to rant for an entire show.
Okay.
Dude, I could go on for hours.
We'll
Record itself and play it back.
have a Shad
Shad
rant.
loves some Shad.
We'll have a Shad rant once a month. We'll let Shad just have his big rant once a month. And
Well, it's got to be spontaneous, spur of the moment.
okay.
No, it can't be planned.
No.
This stuff's got to come to me, and
Okay. All right. You just got to kind of let us know, though. I'm feeling it tonight. And
I'll let you know.
I think the viewer's voice will get him ranting.
I think it would.
Yeah.
Would. See,
Send me a controversial subject and your opinion on a matter, and ask me to elaborate my view.
there you go. There you go. That'll do it. That'll get Shad on his soapbox and bang.
We'll
There you-
chime in every now and then.
Sure.
PTSD kicks in.
When what? What's that, Dan?
That's his PTSD kicks in.
Yeah. Kathleen will have his medication
Strong
sitting
at this
nearby.
PTSD.
It's all good, man. Yeah, definitely. Send Shad those things, and he'll rant for you. We will have a Shad rant as Shad sees fit. That is for sure. So cool, Dan. So, well, hopefully you have a good weekend. Like I said, I'll work on the best of something for us. I think that'd be fun.
That's a lot to go through. Woo-wee.
I'm not looking forward to it, but I am
Look at
looking
that.
forward
That's
to
two
it.
ideas Kathleen's come
She
up
is on
with.
a roll tonight.
I am on
Oh
a
my
roll.
God.
It's the essential oils.
And we still got a good hour to go. She's apt to come up with another one. You just never
Oh,
know.
and just so everybody knows, I'm also going to be at that dowsing contest because I have plans for that trophy as well.
Oh, you got plans on hanging it in your house?
You dang right I do.
Do you? Oh, That sounds like a competition.
I gotta put that trophy right beside my wooden Cronie Club flag that was made for me. It's going up there in the man cave.
Oh man, ooh.
Hey, don't make us just show up only for that event. With full entourage, because
don't
we
be
will.
just taking it to the bank on one person winning this thing, because you better bring some money and put a little bit on the Indiana Gold Hunter.
Man, this could get interesting. Dennis is calling you out. It's like, okay.
I don't call nobody out. I'm just telling you what my plans are with that trophy.
Well, you said you're taking it home.
That's right. That's my plan.
Go ahead and put your nail in the wall, right?
Take it to the bank, baby.
I wish I could douse like you guys. I suck at it, so there ain't no chance of me taking it home with me unless I snatch it and run. That's the only way I'm getting
Dennis,
it.
don't make me hide out there in those farm fields in a ghillie suit watching for the bury that thing, and then on a radio to Kathleen be like, "It's over here."
Yeah, that's the only way
You're right.
Take the trophy home.
Go right 3 steps. Right there. Plant your flag. Is that what you do? You stick a flag in the ground when you think it's the spot?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Interesting. Dennis, you're not going to use that electronic gizmo, are you?
I don't know yet. I don't know which one I'm going to use. I'm probably going to just use the hand dowsing rods.
Hand dowsing rods, okay.
Yeah. I'm going to use the hand dowsing rods, and then I'm going to whip the electronic one out and see what it's telling me the same with the hand.
All right.
Before I put my mark down.
Cool. This could be interesting. You guys might want to...
So in other words, we're going to have to stand there and wait like 30 minutes for you to do yours before anybody else can.
I don't think it'll take that long. I pretty much will get right on it.
Okay. Well, so if anybody wants to see this interesting dowsing competition, you could head out to the Swank Claim in beautiful Belleville, Ohio, at the Buckeye Chapter's annual Fawcett, which is, what, June 9th?
June 8th and 9th.
Thank you, Shad.
Yep.
June 8th and 9th at the Swank Claim. So
That's
check
coming
that
up.
out. That's going to be a fun event. They have a lot of metal detecting going on. They have a night metal detecting hunt.
Oh, that's the night time's the funnest.
Camping. Don't they have like raffles and stuff too, Kathleen?
Raffles. They have a food truck going to be there.
Food, yeah, it's a lot of fun. So if you're in the area looking for something to do that weekend, check it out for sure. I mean, it's I don't know if it's in our event section or not. I'm sure Shad will mention it, you know. So
Yeah.
so they'll hear about that, but it's pretty cool. So we usually try to go every year. It's a lot of fun. The annual Fawcett, loads of fun. Well, Dennis, we hope to see you there, man. Good luck. Hopefully you win and get your trophy. You know, I got to root for you and for Kathleen. So good luck to both of you guys.
Oh, yeah.
Okay? Just as long as one of Prospector Radio crew brings it home. Is all that matters. Is that wrong? No.
No, it's not.
No, it's not. One of you guys got to win it. Yeah? One of you guys. That's for sure. All right, so what we're going to do, we're going to take a quick break. And when we come back, we'll be back with Rich Cooley and Cooleys Corner, and he's talking what? Dowsing. So we'll be right back, everybody, after this message.
Do you like to mine for gold? Enjoy prospecting a nice crack in the bedrock? Enjoy getting outdoors to camp, fish, hunt, and hike on your public lands? You plan your trip, load the gear, grab the dog, put the family in the truck, and drive off to a locked gate. A sign says you cannot enter or access your own public lands. Mining claims and public land owned by we the people are being designated as off limits by our own government every single day. Are you concerned about the direction our government is going? Are you tired of seeing no access, no entry signs on your lands? We are, and we are fighting back. We are AMRA, America Mining Rights Association, the fastest growing small mining advocacy association in America. AMRA is a 501c3 not-for-profit formed by miners, hunters, off-roaders, retired military men, and women to stop the insanity. AMRA was formed to educate, unite, and help the small miners and public land users on their rights. Rights given to us by God. Do you want access to great mining claims? For a small tax-deductible donation to their Miners Legal Fund, your family gains access to proven excellent mining claims across America for an entire year. AMRA challenges the USFS, BLM, EPA, and the other agencies intent upon stopping you from enjoying your own lands. You are who pays these people's wages. It is time they listen to us. We need to unite. And that is what AMRA is doing. As you sit here right now, thousands of acres of public lands are being closed, locked, and blocked from use by you. Are you fed up yet? Join us. Get in on this fight and let's restore America to what our families fought and died for. Freedom. Just visit AmericanMiningRights.com. AmericanMiningRights.com. Also, check us out on Facebook at American Mining Rights Association. AmericanMiningRights.com.
In 1858, gold was discovered in the rivers of New Caledonia. This discovery would spark a massive gold rush. Today, the search for gold is much easier, yet still challenging with Dirt Hog Pay Dirt. At Dirt Hog, we pride ourselves on our gold and guaranteed gold amounts. Just visit DirtHogPayDirt.com today and buy yourself a bag of the best pay dirt concentrates on the market. Order with confidence in Canada and North America. DirtHogPayDirt.com. The best gold concentrates on the market, period. Also, be sure to check out our Honest Bonus program.
Welcome to Cooley's Corner. Join Rich Cooley as he talks about equipment, new products, and so much more for all us prospectors and treasure hunters. Here's Rich.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Cooley's Corner. Tonight we're going to talk about dowsing for gold. Pretty much what I did was, doing my research, I got into a couple different articles. So this is not me talking. This is basically the people that I got the article from. And there's 3 different ones. And what we'll do is we'll talk about, I'll read these 3 different ones, and then we're going to go into our group discussion like we usually do. And I kind of like it because we can get all the hosts involved and talk about their own experiences. And so we'll get right at it. Dowsing for gold. That's right. Dowsing for gold. I know that many people have heard of dowsing for water. Can't remember the first time that I've heard about dowsing for gold, but I've often thought, how does that work? I had worked as a plumber for a period in my life, and I knew of plumbers or public work utility workers locating metal pipes buried under the ground by means of dowsing. I had worked with a guy that would douse for water, and he located many wells. I asked him if he ever had heard of dowsing for gold, and the reply for him was no. I had seen videos of prospectors dowsing for gold, and they claimed that they found gold using the method. I spoke with the prospectors that I knew about this, and they swear by it. My curiosity was piqued. I was skeptical, but I didn't necessarily doubt it. After all, it worked for them. Last year, I figured out I had to try it. I simply took 2 7018 welding rods, bent them at a 90-degree angle so they fit my hands, the width of my palm. I had them in my backpack, and when I got down to the river, I took them out and just started walking around, holding them loosely, pointing straight out in front of me, and they started to move. I came to a spot where they crossed. I stopped, then I backed up a little bit, then I went straight out again. I walked forward, they crossed. I walked behind the spot and then straightened again. I backed over the spot and they crossed. This is it. Dig here. I dug and panned the material and nothing. I went over to location again with the dowsing rods and they still crossed. Well, it's hitting on something, I thought, so I dug and panned a few more times. I got a very little bit of gold, almost dust. Well, not very much. Did it really work? I wonder. Let me try another spot. I waded out in the river with the dowsing rods pointed straight out. Not only did they cross, but they spun all the way around slowly. I marked the spot with several rock piles up, and I continued this until I had a line of about 8 feet long. Here it is, I yelled to Hillbilly John. This is the location. We're going to dredge. We set up the dredge and we worked the location all day. We worked it down to the clay, which was only about 2 feet down. Time to do a cleanup. We lifted up the rubber mat, the sluice box, and behold, we had several pickers, cleaned out the box, took it back to camp. We ran it through the spiral wheel. There was a lot of fine gold, and it was one of our best cleanouts we ever had. It could be coincidence. I used the dowsing rods for the rest of the season, and every time we put on the gold, it seemed to be kept getting more gold each time. I can't tell you how deep the gold is, if it is an inch or it's 5 inches deep. How does it work? Some folks think it's a mystical power. I have my own theory, and it is thus the Earth is like an enormous generator emitting power, electricity from deep within the core. This power emanates through the crust as a magnetic field, and it passes through different elements in the Earth, causing the dowsing rods to move. Dowsing is working for me, so I'll continue to use the method in locating gold. So now we go on to the next one. Is dowsing with rods for gold a parlor trick, or is it for real? Simple answer is no. It's absolutely not a trick. People have been using metal rods for detecting buried treasure for over 4,000 4,000 years, and they're still using them today. Dowsing is based on science, not illusion. There's no magic involved. All metal and many other forms of matter exert an influence of magnetic fields, which although are visible, are all around everywhere. Rods merely make this force visible. Not everyone can dowse. About 1 in 5 people are naturally dowsers. It's like any other skill. Not only requires practice and knowledge, but a certain amount of natural ability. People accept this matter of factly when it comes to ice skating, surfing, jumping rope, or playing the piano. But skeptics believe the idea everyone can reproduce the effect of dowsing proves it's bogus. Personally, I don't believe this argument proves anything except the skeptics' apparent ignorance. Have I ever located treasure using dowsing rods? Absolutely yes. Lost jewelry, coins, pistols buried in the 1870s by outlaws, even a couple of buried cannons. I also use them routinely prospecting for gold deposits, locating black sand layers and sediments and rock. The advantage of using rods over conventional metal detector is that the rods can pinpoint things at much greater range than can a metal detector. Not talking about inches, but hundreds of feet, several miles distance. Another thing, rods can distinguish the metal detector can is depth, not only in inches, but in feet. My Uncle Bob in Big Spring, Texas is a well-known local water dowser. And if you have to dig deeper than 10 foot down for your 4-inch well to hit water, it doesn't get paid. He guarantees his work. That's how reliable it is. And when you're paying big bucks to sink a 4-inch well, recommend you hire a dowser. Otherwise, it could be a very expensive venture. Anyone who possesses a natural aptitude for this can become proficient. Most experienced lifelong dowsers with a couple of minutes of simple instructions. Alrighty, we still there?
Oh, yeah.
Alright, last one. Dowsing for gold is a popular application for this simple natural skill. However, because dowsing is used in the instance for something of potentially great value, there's some confusion around it when they need to be. Those who go dowsing for gold are often easy game for those who want to sell them expensive dowsing rods. Usually such rods are described as being a correct length or have some special feature to help them tune into the gold more accurately. What most people don't want to admit, however, is that dowsing for gold is no different from dowsing for your lost keys or which item order from a menu. But because it's gold, the precious stuff, which is so highly valued, a lot of people wrongly assume that they should be doing something special or in different order to find the stuff. Not true. Dowsing is dowsing, no matter what the target, and that means the same basic principles for any type of dowsing should be followed in dowsing for gold. That means that in order to find gold, you need to have a really precise question in mind, and then you have to be in the right mental state of relaxation, attention to allow the answer to come to you. It's never the tool which tells you, it's only your reaction, causing the tool to move, which is the essence of dowsing. Question is the most important thing in all types of dowsing. No different in dowsing for gold. You presumably know what you're after, so really you're framing a question about the location of the depth or overall quantity. Whatever is your primary goal, that's the question you have to form. Avoid the vague questions like, is there gold here? Because there may be well be, but it might only be tiny grains 6 foot deep. You can dowse for gold over a map and search for most likely places to examine on foot again. You need a specific question. We map dowse for some clients who wanted to know which areas they should pan for gold and to produce sufficient quantities for them to be successful. They followed our suggestions and had a successful season. Map dowsing is just another way of using the skill. We have a video on how to map dowse. The one thing to remember about all of this is no matter what you're using dowsing for, whether it's for gold, for oil, for your choice of vitamins, dowsing is the same. And what the people who want to sell you expensive dowsing tools won't say is that you don't actually need any tools at all. Of course, if you like tools, then you can make your own and adjust it to be exactly what you want it to be. So there we go.
Interesting. I'm looking on Amazon right now, Rich, and dowsing rods are like $20 up to like $80.
Yeah, there is a lot of different types of dowsing rods.
It's crazy.
Unreal.
It's pretty easy to make your own, but
Right.
if you don't, you check in their prospecting clubs. We met somebody back in the day that made them, and then honestly, eBay. I think I scored a pair there off for like $10
On
or
eBay?
$8 or something.
Yeah, Ed made me 2 pairs, so I mean, I've got them from Ed.
I think Ed made mine too. Yeah.
But see, on Amazon, you get into more into the paranormal aspect of using dowsing rods.
Right,
Those
correct.
ones that are marked up ridiculous because they're special ghost hunting ones.
Oh, check these ones out, Shad. These ones got
Crazy.
lighted up rods on them. They
And
actually
he
light
also,
up.
people like Ed and them, they use the pendulum, you know.
Yeah. And a
Use
lot,
the pendulum also.
some of these dowsing rods do come with a pendulum also.
See, now I've tried the pendulum, and I'm not a big fan of the pendulum.
No?
I'm kind of afraid of the pendulum.
Why? Isn't it the same principle?
I don't know. It
Uh,
gives me the creep.
Why?
You're supposed to
Yeah,
be
it's
able to
super
map,
creepy.
you're supposed to be able to map dowse with a pendulum.
But I want to go back to why is the pendulum creepy, Kathleen? Can you tell me?
I think I get freaked out when it starts like shaking in my hand because I'm like, I am not doing that at all. And that's kind of weird.
Okay. All right.
I guess the dowsing rod's to a point, but I don't know. The
'Cause-
pendulum kind of looks scarier.
Yeah, I mean, I know they use the dowsing rods for supernatural. They use pendulum for supernatural. It's it's weird that they both are able to be used for prospecting and for, like Rich said, for finding water or.
That is weird.
Well, see, my grandpa, way back in the day, before I even came around, he had a big farm. And he would tell me he used, the stick with that turned into a Y or something like that?
Yeah.
Well,
Use that to find water to dig a well.
Yeah.
Didn't they call it a witching stick or something like that?
Yeah,
Yeah.
something like that.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
I've never seen anybody try to use one of those for gold, but
No. But
that'd be interesting.
would it work?
I don't know.
I don't know either. It's just
I don't know. Well, and Bob Drake's right here.
What Bob?
You know, got to learn how to read a creek.
Right.
You know, I mean, that's the most important. It's not that you just go out there with rods and here I go. I'm going to dig here just
Right.
because the rods tell me. You should first know how to read a creek. You should know where most likely gold and the heavies are going to be trapped. You can use the rods, if they work for you, to find the streaks in the spot after you know, hey, this is a good spot to dig.
Yeah,
Well,
you do.
Yeah, but you got another thing you got to look at too. Is yes, you should learn how to read a creek, but you got to look at thousands of years ago. That creek wasn't there.
Maybe
Exactly.
not. Yeah,
That's
right.
another good point.
You got your your dowsing rods or whatever, and you're finding gold in places that it shouldn't be, according to we're reading the creek. But that's because over time the water and the floods and everything else has moved that creek and it running in a different, totally different area and spot.
Right. Interesting. So it's.
Yeah,
But it's
could be an old riverbed, could be whatever.
sure, but if you don't believe in them, they won't work for you. Right?
I don't know.
Some people they work, some they don't. I've noticed some people maybe have like a metal rod in their leg or arm, and it doesn't work, or they have to do it like away from it.
Okay.
Sometimes I can get in the creek and it'll work great.
Right.
Sometimes I get in the creek and I can't get them to hit it all.
But I wonder
it's
if
just
that's
the frame of mind that you're in.
But I wonder, is that because like you're a pacemaker, Rich?
No. I mean, I've had him banging just like that guy in that video. I had him spinning around, and when I dug there, I found gold.
Mm-hmm.
Then at other times they just won't react.
See, that's kind of weird, ain't it? It's so, like you said, it's your frame of mind, the belief.
Yeah. I mean, when I was down in North Carolina, I walked all along that creek, and then I only hit in a couple spots. But I had to like clear my mind, and then once I cleared my mind and concentrated on what I was doing, then I'd start hitting.
Right. Because, I mean, like, there's people in the chat room like Jesse won't touch them. And Rick said that you don't believe in them, but I don't know. I definitely believe in them,
Well, I know when we used them down at Bill's that time, one of the first times I went down with Sam and us, we walked down over the bank and got down in the creek, and I started dowsing. Sam and them, they'd never used them before. And I hit a spot, and we marked, drew a line across, threw a couple gloves down, walked on down, threw a couple gloves down, and looked down the stream, and everybody was in that pay streak line.
Right.
And I looked up, and all the gloves were in a line, that whole way up.
Mm-hmm.
That whole line was the whole way down the creek, and everybody was digging in the same spot, but in that same line.
Here's my thing, and I've always wondered this, right? I am one. I'm a skeptic, but I still believe in dowsing rods working some of the time. However, because we like to say everything's made of energy,
right?
And that's kind of how it works. And some people are just more connected, I guess, and that's how they're able to use it. But what if you are willing gold to be there, and you're getting false indicators? I guess that's the other question.
Yeah.
What if you're like so thinking this has got to be the spot, so you start clearing your mind, but you're still subconsciously, that thought's been planted, that it's in your head already.
Yeah.
And so the rods are moving because you're already thinking that this is where you should go. And I wonder when people are doing that and checking each other's spots that hit, I almost always see everybody hitting exactly the same. Is that because they already saw somebody, so they think, oh yeah, it's got to be it, and their rods respond?
Well, I did that to Kathleen before when we were I think we were at the Swank or something. I went down in and put flags in underneath the water. And I stood up out of the water, and she couldn't see the flags, and I told her to walk down this way, and every spot she hit at, I had a flag.
Huh, see?
And she didn't even know they was there until she tripped over one.
What I like to do is when I'm dowsing, and I'll stop, I'll cross, and I'll stop, and I'll actually turn my body like I'm going to walk another direction, and those rods will whip right back. That's
See?
I mean, I'll move my body away, and those rods still pull me back. That's how I know.
I still always test mine out, asking, "Where's Kathleen?" And I'll phase completely away from her. I'll make sure I'm steady as possible, and my hands are steady, and I know I'm on it when they go to her.
Is that what you do? You ask it something simple to get it like...
I call it calibration.
Right, like calibrate.
Right.
Okay.
I talk to my rods.
Am I on it? Is it going to work, or am I just a mess? So I obviously use that. I've also used a porta-john, too.
Right.
Hey, Shad, tell them a story about your boy.
All sentimental, I had to throw that in there.
Forget about me, and then he has to be rude.
Tell them the story about your boy down there. I think we was at Double D, wasn't he? When you gave him the dowsing rods and...
Thing?
Yeah. You asked him where his mother was, and they pointed to him, and then you said, okay, I want you to close your eyes and start thinking porta potty, porta potty, porta potty.
Yeah. They would get right back to there, yeah.
Wow.
Then things went boom, right over to the porta potty. All right, open your eyes. And he was like, no way.
Wow. So talking to him. Dennis, you talk to your rods.
I absolutely do.
Okay.
And when I get done, I thank my rods.
Okay. See?
So, I ask them, and depending on what I'm looking for, a lot of times I'll ask for to show me big gold and big gold only. Thank you, rods. And you can do whatever. You can ask the rods to find you water. I know some people, they've used them to find their keys to vehicles.
Right.
They work.
Okay.
I mean, they really work.
But these are things that, like I said, you need to have that right frame of mind, though, right? If you don't think it, you won't get nothing, will you?
It's hard to. I can't explain it.
I mean, if somebody says,
I really can't explain it. I don't know if it's what they say, the energy or the, I have no idea. Maybe it's all witchcraft. I don't know.
It's
but
got
they
to
work
do with energy, because, like you said, if you get these people that don't believe and they grab a set of dowels and rods and they go down there, it's not going to work.
Well, I tell you what, there was a lot of, I guess, naysayers on them. And several years ago, I had my rods, and we were at an outing here in Indiana.
Uh-huh.
And this was probably 7-8 years ago. And Chris, one of my buddies, didn't believe. He was a big no. And as I had my back turned, he went behind my back, and he had a nice nugget, and a couple other people knew it. He went and hid it. And he hid it under a tree bark. And then he came back, and he finished, I finished talking. He said, hey, I said, tell you what. He said, I just hit a nugget. Why don't you see if you can find that nugget? And I went, okay. And I started walking, and the rod's connected right above that he put underneath a piece of, a tree bark. And I said, well, it's telling me it's right here. And they all looked at each other, and their eyes got real big. And I said, is it? He said, well, lift it up. And I lifted it up, and sure enough, there, that nugget set.
Now somebody asked in the chat room, can you let other people use your rods? Will they work?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I do.
Okay. So it does. It's
now they say a pendulum. I think you're supposed to let it sit out overnight on a full moon, and a pendulum is, to me, it's more like, it seems like witchcraft to me.
No, they picked you. I walked into this one shop in, actually we were in Salem, Massachusetts, and I walked by this rack of pendulums just hanging there, and I moved my arm, and one of the pendulums just swung and knocked all the other ones over. I was like, wow, I guess that pendulum wants me. So
she bought it.
I ended up buying it.
Well, yeah,
I haven't taken it out of the box because it was so strong.
Wow.
But they say, when you get your pendulums, you can hold one, and you'll be able to tell if that pendulum's not for you.
Right.
And you pick up another one, and I don't know if you hold it steady and it moves, or, but it is really creepy, and it is weird. I mean,
yeah. When I saw how that moved, I was like, what in the world?
I have to have it.
I wasn't even thinking about buying the pendulum that day.
Until that.
I just thought, man, I'll just go get me a Ouija board. And
now you're really just, now it's like, whoa, no. But I wonder if you could charge your dowsing rods the way you do a pendulum, though.
No.
No, you don't think so?
Tell me this. Why do we always keep losing our dowsing rods?
I don't know. See, that's weird.
We've been through so many dowsing rods.
Yeah, me too.
It doesn't make sense. They disappear all the time.
That's because whenever you take them and you use them and you find the gold, I go take them and throw them away.
I knew it.
No.
That's what it is.
Well, what's funny was when Dennis, when we were all out in California and we were with Shannon and the guys from AMRA and those checking out the one claim that had all those old mining tailings and stuff and the bench walls they built. Kathleen found a nice gold picker, a small nugget, using the rods.
Right.
Well,
remember I was in the cave.
We left.
And so we told Shannon, hey, if you find her rods, if it hasn't rained in that area, there's gold in that spot.
Wherever you find those rods.
He took me in the cave. Remember, he took me in the cave, and the rod said, yep, that's where it's at. And then, remember, we was at his place, and I guess he went and hid a nugget somewhere I couldn't find. It kept going towards his truck. And, I kept saying, well, I said, it might not be your height of it, but my rods are I mean, for some reason, man, they kept going to his truck. It kept going to, no matter where I went and walked, man, just kept going to his truck, and it was going towards the driver's side of his truck.
Weird, right?
I'm still on the fence on, what is it, the electroscopes?
Yeah.
But I will tell you this. It was when a bunch of us were out in Indiana at Pirates Cove back in the day. And I think Ed and Jesse, Dano were still there digging. And Kathleen and I, we just stopped by that morning before we headed home after we checked out of the hotel. And
to get your dirt.
To get your dirt for Tim.
Oh, okay.
And I think Ben or somebody there had an electroscope, so I was looking at it, and we were just playing with it. But we said, well, I don't know if this is the spot, but Ed, you may want to dig here. And we left.
Yeah.
And that's when he found that cornflake picker.
Oh, yeah. That's right.
Right in that spot. But I still don't get it because, to me it's just a little thing with a light and,
Yeah, it's a strange
right,
device.
But I don't know.
Yeah, everything weighed over a gram, I think.
Yeah.
That was a heck of a cornflake.
Did he give half of it to you, Shad, since you put him in the spot?
What's that?
Did he give half of it to you since you put him in the spot?
He does.
What?
He keeps it.
He dug it.
Okay.
He should have named it after Shad, the Shad Nugget.
I know. Why do we call it cornflake?
I
It
know.
should be shad flake.
The Shad flake.
Okay, maybe not. Bad idea.
Found them.
Still pretty
No, I'm
cool.
pretty sure it was me. I was there.
No.
I was standing there. I was next to you.
Okay.
I was walking around at the time in the general area.
Alrighty. Interesting, though. So,
Yep, there's dowsing.
very cool, Rich. Thank you. Great topic right there. Man, that is something that you got your naysayers and you got your believers. So, one of them things maybe they'll never prove. So, let's take a quick break and we'll come back with Dennis Dayton's Lost Treasures. We'll be right back, everybody.
If you're interested in gold prospecting or treasure hunting as a career, hobby, passion, or just something you're interested in getting into, you have to visit goldprospectorspace.com. At goldprospectorspace.com, you'll find forums, chats, videos, blogs, sections on dry washing, metal detecting, high banking, and so much more. At goldprospectorspace.com. There's a store, classifieds, and at goldprospectorspace.com every Sunday night at 7:30 Eastern Time. Tune in to Prospectors Radio, the talk show for gold prospectors and treasure hunters. GoldProspectorspace.com is a social network with thousands of members, and everything you need is at GoldProspectorspace.com. Sign up today and get connected to others who share your love of gold and gold prospecting. Let the treasure hunt begin at GoldProspectorspace.com. GoldProspectorspace.com.
You're listening to Prospectors Radio, bringing you 2 hours of information and commentary on the fascinating world of gold prospecting and treasure hunting.
All right, everybody. If you like treasures, then you'll love Dennis Dayton's Lost Treasures.
Dude, we so need to get video and just have Dennis be bopping around for
He
this.
should be.
Like peeking out of behind a tree.
Oh, that would be hilarious.
Uh-huh.
I think we should use that
Walking
music.
around with the bat.
All right, Dennis, take it away.
Okay, we are going to have, we're going to be doing Lost Treasures of Texas.
Texas
today.
Oh, my.
And
It's Tejas.
Okay.
Tejas.
Tejas.
Treasures of Tejas. and I think it used to be part of Mexico, wasn't it? Texas, part of Texas?
I think so. Wasn't it?
We took it and kept it.
Yes.
Right. Kind of.
And we're not giving it back.
Nope.
No.
No givey backies.
No giving backies. But we're gonna start out with the Lost Silver Mine in Llano, Texas. Treasure hunters have been searching for this mine along the San Saba River since 1756. When the Indians told the Mexicans that a strain of pure silver had ran through a hill in central Texas, Stephen F. Austin sent soldiers to look for the mine in the early 19th century. They came back empty-handed finally. A historian named Herbert Bolton, yeah, that's his name, interpreted the journals left behind by the Mexicans and uncovered a mine on Honey Creek, around the same location the Mexicans predicted it to be. No silver has yet to be found, but treasure hunters remain hopeful.
Yeah, a lot of silver up that way, ain't there? Yeah, there is.
Still got some good loot there, I'm sure. You know, still got some good loot, coins, and. But the next one we're going to talk about is the Sam Bass loot in Denton. It says, according to legend, the infamous robber Sam Bass stole 3,000 gold bars worth $20 each from the Union Pacific Railroad. Some of the loot has been recovered, but the rest has mysteriously disappeared. Rumor has it that some of the money is hidden in Cove Hollow near Denton.
Okay.
I would love to get a hold of some of them gold bars.
Well, they said some of it's been found, though?
Some of it has been found, but not all of it. So, you know, and if finding it, you know, near Cove Hollow, near Denton, that's, you know, there's still some more out there.
Okay. You think
Allegedly.
Somebody
probably found it and kept quiet then.
They probably found it all and only said, we found like 2 bars. Yeah.
Exactly.
Right.
They only found 2 bars. There's still 20 more out there.
Meanwhile, the guy's bought an island, is living large.
Yep. And I hate some of these names.
Do it.
Jean Lafitte's Booty. That's what it says. I can't make this up. Jean. I guess it's Jean. John.
Jean.
Or
Jean.
Jean.
It's probably Jean Lafitte.
Jean
Boudet.
Lafitte. Lafitte.
Mm-hmm.
Lafitte's Booty. It's in Sabine. Says people claim that a $2 million fortune stolen from the Spanish by Jean Lafitte was buried in the Sabina or the Sabine River. Most people wrote it off as another myth until a magazine published a story about long forgotten silver, causing treasure hunters from everywhere to rush to the area. Oil workers actually picked up readings that the metal was to be found at the bottom of the lake. They sent a probe down, and it hit metal just before a giant storm hit, destroying the raft and any other evidence. So many believe the treasure still lurks under the water, just waiting to be discovered.
Oh. Jean Lafitte. Wasn't he a pirate? I think he was.
I don't know.
I think he was. I think he was a pirate, so that kind of makes sense. Mm-hmm.
I don't remember him in the family tree.
Look a little deeper.
We have also the mine in the mountains in El Paso. Okay. And it says the majestic Franklin Mountains just might be harboring the secrets of old Hispanic conquistadors that passed them many a time on their way to colonize other regions. Apparently, some of them hid tons of silver and other hid gold, jewels, and, oh boy, coxides in a mine deep within the mountain before filling in the shaft so that nobody else could uncover their treasures. Legend has it that El Paso's Guadalupe mission was built in such a way that sends the noon sunlight shining straight on the mine.
And nobody's found that yet.
I know. Nobody's found it yet. one of these times someone's going to find it.
Uh-huh.
Hopefully they say, I found your hidden treasure you talked about.
At noon.
Another on Padre Island is called the Money Hill Treasure.
Uh-huh.
Back in the 1860s, a man named Isaac Singer started a clothing manufacturing company in Texas. His brother, wanting to make something of himself as well, went exploring the coast of Texas to find a buried treasure. Apparently, he found a chest full of Spanish coins and jewelry amounting to over $80,000. He then buried it in a sand dune he deemed Money Hill.
Okay.
When he returned to claim his riches, he could no longer find the spot where he buried them because the wind had ruined the dune and any identifying markers around it.
Okay.
Can you imagine?
Yeah. Why would he...
It must have been bad back then. I mean, really, in the 1800s, 1700s, 1800s, is, if you had treasure, I guess you had to bury it because otherwise someone found out you had it, they'd kill you for it.
Sure.
Or they'd steal it from you.
Right. So that makes sense. Rebury it.
In Upshur County, it's called the Cypress Creek Gold. It says in the early 19th century, the Texas Army pushed Cherokee Indians from Tyler to Upshur County. The Mexican government promised the Indians a large sum of money if they could defeat the Texans. But upon realization that that was not going to happen, they buried the gold and silver and ran. Rumor has it that the money is somewhere underneath Little Cypress Creek in Upshur County.
Okay.
Yeah. And let's see, then we have one about Corpus Christi. Called the Google Earth Sunken Ship.
Oh.
A man named Nathan Smith thinks he found the remnants of a sunken ship from an 1822 hurricane north of Corpus Christi. Thanks to Google Earth, he was reading a book about a lost treasure that inspired him to do some digging online.
Right.
Where he found supposed evidence that a ship was lurking underneath the water. He visited the site with his metal detector, and it did, in fact, pick up gold and silver, but the owners of the land won't let Smith dig unless the federal court rules in his favor.
Well, that sucks.
Yeah, big time. I've got to wait on the court to do everything.
I know, right? It's a lost treasure.
In Archer County, in the 1800s, a wagon trail was attacked by Indians while it was traveling through the region somewhere south of Wichita Falls. All of the party were killed except one of the wagons buried by the attackers. Sorry, I'm sitting here trying to fight this stupid cat away from me. Yeah, we have one now. While hiding out in a pothole during is it called melee? Is that right? M-E-L-E-E?
Sounds like it.
Whatever that means.
That works.
He found the hole filled with gold nuggets. When the Indians left the area, he covered the pothole and made good his escape, intending to return to recover the gold. When he came to the area later, however, he did not find the pothole. Some sources place this location in the area about 12 miles east of Archer City.
Huh. Okay.
All right. And some more lost treasure in Crane County. It says a wagon train was attacked by Indians, and the wagons burned near the Pecos River in Crane County in the 1800s. The personal items and valuables were buried prior to the attack and never recovered. But it doesn't say exactly where. That's that's what makes it a treasure hunt.
Yeah, because if it said exactly where, it'd be no treasure no more.
Right. I mean, you go off by something like that, and then you just got to know what you're doing to research to get,
Mm-hmm. Oh,
to find it. I mean, and if you're lucky, you might find a piece of oak.
Right. Like Oak Island.
After 3 or 5 years.
And millions and millions of dollars.
In Edwards County, it says near the site of the 1861 discovery of a long wagon wheel, a cache of Spanish treasure or hidden mine is believed cached or located at the top of the hill northeast of present-day Rock Springs and near the head of the South Llano River.
Must be in a popular river.
Popular.
Hide a lot of treasure.
In Irion, Irion, Irion County, or just Rion County. I don't know if the I silent. It says legends tell of $100,000 in Spanish gold is supposedly buried somewhere along the old trail near the Concho River in the area of an old fort in Irion County.
Interesting.
And the last one that I have in Texas is Ward County. In the 1870s, 40 wagons left in a wagon train from the California goldfields carrying 477 20-pound bars of gold worth an estimated $3 million.
Yeah, back then.
Heading east, the wagons were attacked by Indians and a large massacre took place at their campsite at Willow Springs at the foot of Flag Point, just north of Monahans. The scene was discovered in 1901, and numerous artifacts were found along with skeletons, broken wagons, clothing, and other debris. But the huge store of gold buried before the party turned in for the night was never found.
Oh. So
that one there really sparked my interest,
so
and I'm going to try to put a little star by it, see if I can find out more, and come back to this one about the lost treasure in Ward County.
So they're saying they buried it before they were massacred, and so they don't think the Indians got it?
No.
Interesting. I wonder. So I wonder if they buried it every night then before they went to sleep.
Probably. I would
it's
imagine
just weird.
so.
It's just interesting how they find these facts on these things, you know? That if it was $3 million back then, good Lord, how much that one was worth now.
Oh, yeah.
420 some bars, you said?
I should have got the Shad calculator out.
Yeah.
And out, you know, how much that's worth today.
Yeah, it's got to be like
1870. $3 million back in 1870.
What's it worth
today? What's it worth today?
All right, let's see.
I wonder if the Shad calculator is working right now.
I wonder.
You said 1878?
1870.
1870. There you go, because that's going to make a huge...
Well, it says 1870s, so you can go ahead and say 1878. That's fine.
That's fine, yeah.
All right.
$3 million.
Well, we'll do this really quick here.
Yeah, I love the Shad calculator. Called the Shadulator.
The Shadulator.
Yes.
You're looking at $56,130,000 there.
That one's worth going after.
Basically, $1 million in 1870 is the equivalent to $18.7 million in today's dollars.
Wow. So see, that's why this article really, like I said, I'm going to see if I can find more stories about this, and in my segment of Lost Treasures, you know, on a later come back to this, and maybe I'll have a whole segment on it.
Maybe.
Where I have a little bit more info.
Maybe. That would be, I'd like to learn more about that one. That one sounds
Yes,
interesting.
I got stars every week that I put by that I can actually do a little more research and then come back and
yeah, see, there's a lot
on them.
There, if you really think about it, there's a lot of lost treasures out there that
there is.
I don't know if people aren't looking or they just ain't finding.
Or are they still there?
Yeah, or are they still there? Right. Dun, 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 the plot thickens. I just wonder. You know? Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah, it's just very interesting. There's a lot of big treasures.
And if you missed where that was again, you'll have to go back and listen to the whole show.
That's right.
Yeah.
Hey, Dennis, you can message that over to me later, okay?
Okay. Yeah, where was that location? That locale? Damn, that's a nice treasure there. Interesting. Very cool, Dennis. Very cool. So be sure to. Oh, wait a minute. That's not what I was wanting
Yeah,
I was
I just get I'm getting excited about some of these that really sparks my interest and makes me want to dig deeper into it.
It does. Brought to you by the letter 4.
That's right.
Right?
Next time, we will have a segment of Lost Treasures somewhere on the East Coast.
Next Sunday with Dennis.
Maybe.
Right? Oh, yeah, maybe.
Because that's the memorial.
Yep. Until then, happy hunting. Right, Dennis?
That's right.
Oh, that is perfect music for you, Dennis. it's so happy and upbeat-ish, right?
I just keep getting visuals in my head wanting to dance around in like a tutu or something when that song comes on.
Just don't turn the camera on. You could dance around in a tutu all you want.
So you saying you want us to film you dancing around shirtless in a pink tutu then for your segment? Okay, got it. Cool.
Wearing an Amber shirt.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Oh, mercy.
That's funny.
It just gets crazier. You know? But hey, good information, Dennis. Thank you.
Right.
And great
Right.
Yeah, definitely. And always...
and I also, what I forgot to say, because I did my usual, hey, how you doing, Timmy, this week, and filling you in and seeing how you were doing after we were doing. But I was also, while somebody gets a link ready in the chat room to put it up there, don't forget, come check out our Patreon site.
Yeah, buddy.
And come check it out, because we just had a giveaway that Tim drew for a pinpointer, some pit dirt, and for some
Buffalo
Horde.
And become a premium patron. Make a $10 pledge, and you're in like Flynn. It gets you into all of our monthly giveaways and anything else that we do with our patrons. So come check out our family.
Mm-hmm.
We'd love to have you in.
Oh, heck yeah, definitely. I'm sitting here playing with them huge garnets we got in Alabama. Remember them guys?
Heard clicking.
That's it. Yeah, that's them big old
I
garnets.
thought someone was trying to lighten a lighter.
No, sorry, it's me just playing with.
And I kept hearing that clicking. I kept thinking, man, someone's trying to start something on fire.
No, it's just me fiddling with garnets. They're just big old garnets, so it's just like they sit here on my desk and I'm just fiddling with them. It's like, dang. I
tell you what, I got a couple of those like Gatorade bottles that I had when we were in Georgia, and got those, just full of those garnets there.
God,
really
I'd
cool.
love to make one of them shine, How do you do that?
I don't know, but it's like you ever see one of those dice that has like 25
it's like it got all them sides
it's got numbers all over it?
That's the way this is.
That's what those garnets look like there.
That's the way this one is, yeah. It's got all them sides. It's like a hectoloctalam, or whatever they call it.
I think, though, if you try to put them in a rock tumbler, I think it actually grinds them down, and it's like...
That's what I hear.
I don't know how you would
probably have to sand off each individual side at a time very carefully, but you would almost want one of those lapidary grinders.
Right.
Actually put it in a vise so you maintain that specific angle on each side. But I think that'd be sweet.
Wouldn't it?
If you polished one of those.
Wouldn't it be
cool?
Shad?
It would. That'd absolutely be beautiful.
It's as big as a big old marble, having that thing just shiny and polished up. That would be really cool.
But I tell you what's going to look really cool is I've got a box full of those Uper lights.
A what?
Uper lights.
What's a Uper light?
So you have to look it up. I think it's like a rocket comes out from like Michigan or around Lake Michigan, or and at nighttime when you're shining the light, man, just the colors on them are beautiful.
Oh, really?
Beautiful, yeah.
Now I also seen that Scott's not far from that agate beach, so maybe he'll get Kathleen some of them agates.
Yeah, he told me he was going to.
Yeah, I seen he was just down the road from it, basically. So hopefully he can get you some of them. That'd be cool. And what are we going to do to mess with the Swiftwater?
Oh, what is he? I haven't been paying attention.
Well, he's on the beach in Oregon.
Yeah, I saw that. I saw a little video he had where it looked like, I don't know if the tide comes in and out where he's at, but...
So something beachy.
I'm thinking building sand castles. I don't know why.
Yeah, beachy sand castles.
That's perfect. Sand castles.
Sand castles.
You know,
I'm
he's
gonna
out
get
there
out
on the beach trying to find some gold.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Hopefully he
I'm
does
going to
good.
do that right now. Try to post on his page a sandcastle.
He also posted a picture on him where he had a bird land in his area where he's working. He looks like a homeless man living on a beach. I don't know why.
He looks like a squatter.
You're one ugly mofo.
He looks like a squatter out there squatting on the beach. Let's see, what can we... Sandcastles. Everybody get in on this. Scott loves it when you post these things.
He actually does.
He does.
It makes him feel special.
Oh, all the time. He just loves that when we post that stuff for him. So let's do it. Sand castles. Sand castles. I hope they got some good ones. There's Scott.
You'd think they would be.
You would think so, right? That should be something so easy. Let's see. Oh, Scott, you have 1,000 friends. My. So
I mean, he's on the beach playing around.
Yeah.
In a bikini, maybe?
He might be. Let me see. All right, how do I do this? Crap.
Gotta find him. Let's see.
I know, it's just difficult sometimes. Oh, there we go.
For all we know, he's just burying himself. You know how you go to the beach, you play around, and, you know, there's always somebody, like mostly kids do it, where they start burying their legs in the sand. I envisioned Scott doing that, so that's what I just shared on his timeline.
Let's see. Come on, all right, everybody get in on this. Get Scott a sandcastle. He has to have it. Yeah.
But while we're doing that,
Yes.
I figured let's give a little shout out to one of our Gold Prospector Space members. You know, I saw him post this, and I didn't even realize it, and now I feel bad, but Wyoming Gold Metal Detector, or detecting, you know, he's listening, he's in the chat room tonight. He does have a YouTube channel. We went ahead and just subscribed, you know, because we want to support the community, each other, and then help everybody grow.
Heck yeah.
So check out his channel. Looks like pretty cool finds. He's been having some videos out there.
Well, why don't he post the link in the chat room so everybody can subscribe?
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, heck yeah. Because I know we always all try to subscribe to each other's. And so, yeah, post it in the chat room for us. And what the heck was that?
What the world was that?
And we'll
that
all
was
get
our
in.
dog flipping over their food bowl.
Oh.
We call her Fat Momo.
Fat Momo? Okay. All right. Oh, and don't forget, Tuesday nights, 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Be sure to check out Ed, Jess, and Dano over there on their Tuesday night hangouts on their YouTube channel. Don't forget. Oh, is that the link to it, Shad?
That's, well, yeah, his YouTube channel page.
Okay.
Oh, Jaron was on it, too. Thank you, Jaron.
Okay.
Oh, I real quick, I got to say this.
What?
I just, you know, I did the post of the thing on Scott's page about I got SpongeBob in the sand covering himself up. And then when I canceled, I clicked off there, and I just saw a post from Kathleen, and our dog acts exactly the way Maisha does when you're not paying attention. It gets on the couch, puts her head up on it, and looks away from you.
I know. She's snubbing us.
Well, yeah, that's what they're supposed to do.
Same thing.
Snub you. That way it's like, no, I'm not up here.
And then we have another one throwing her bowl around, and then we have another one that never fails. Every time we do the show, they break out the dog bone and just start crunching right here next to the microphone.
Oh, wow. That's crazy. Dogs are funny. Now, I also hear that our good friend Ray, there's going to be a guest on Ed and Jess's show this week. So be sure and check that out. Oh, Ray, all the way up in Alaska. Going to be on there Tuesday night, 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Be sure and check that out. It's sure to be pretty interesting with old Ray on there. So.
Oh, it is. I promise anything Ray's on gets interesting.
So be sure and check that out. And we want to thank everybody for joining us tonight. You guys got anything else? Did we forget anything?
No, that's all I got.
That's all we got.
Yep, thank you.
That's it. Thank you. That's it. Simple, easy,
good.
peasy. Yeah, but thanks everybody for tuning in, and we'll let you know about Sunday. But we say no Wednesday. Probably looking bad for Sunday too. So, but
Yeah.
we'll be back the following Wednesday for sure. I'm positive on that. So everybody have a great holiday and get out there, get some gold, have fun with your family, stuff like that. Guys, you guys enjoy it as well. And I guess we're out of here. So thanks again,
Good night, everybody.
Kathleen,
Good night.
take us out of here. Kathleen.
Good night, gold diggers.
Thank you. Good night, everybody.
Be sure to tune in next Sunday at 7:30 for another great show. For updates and more info, please go to www.prospectorsradio.com.